Hey guys, welcome back to Rule the World. Last episode, we met our new blacksmith. He's a pretty cool dude, and he knows how to blacksmith. He taught me a few things, and we made a kick-ass new blade. A cleaver that pretty much beheads every time you kill something. So that's going to mean when I go to the nether to get a nether star by killing wither skeletons, I'm going to be able to collect those skulls so quickly and so fast, it's going to be unreal. So they're going to be no trouble at all. Now, this episode, what we're going to be doing is building a gateway to Alfheim, the fabled elven dimension. But before I do that, I need to set up the area where I'm going to put the gateway. This gateway requires a fair bit of mana to power it, plus once it is powered, it needs mana to keep going. So I need to set up a nice, cool-looking area to put this gateway. And since I'm known for my building, I thought I'd do it in style and build a nice, flashy stone brick area with some pretty cool aesthetics. So let's jump in and get building. Now, the one thing I really do miss still is my flying ring. If I could fly, building this would be so much better and so much cooler. But since I can't, you're going to have to settle for me just walking around on the floor and doing everything manually. Now, the first thing I wanted to do was get out my green shovel and dig away some of this dirt. There's a whole area over here on this island, just over behind the warehouse, our Botania warehouse, that we can use to make our portal to the Alfheim. But before we do that, we need to flatten the area out and dig away all of this dirt that's in the way. Now, the basic setup that I want for my gateway to the Alfheim is lots of day blooms, because I'm going to use day blooms to power my gateway. And now when I say lots, I mean lots and lots, way more than we've got already. So what I want to do is set up 4 circles, because the gateway to Alfheim has 2 mana pools in front of it, in the front left and the front right. So I wanted each mana pool to be fueled by 2 fields full of day blooms. So you can see me here now planning out with dirt, because I want to raise up the day blooms, planning out with dirt the areas where we're going to plant our day blooms. And smack bam in the middle of those day blooms are going to be 4 mana spreaders that are all going to shoot up to the mana pools that power our gateway to the Alfheim. Now, there was a whole lot of terraforming to be done because our designs actually overlapped and went over the ocean, so I had to put down extra dirt and build up the island a bit more to make it a bit bigger and big enough to house our gateway to the Alfheim. Now, once the 4 fields for day blooms were in place, I didn't put the day blooms in yet. I went around the edges and I used stone brick steps to give them a nice pretty border. And then at the top above where the day blooms are, I started to build the pyramid for our gateway to the Alfheim. Now, I looked into the book, the Lexica Botania, and the platform itself that houses the gateway to the Alfheim is 7 blocks along and 4 blocks deep. So I wanted to raise up an area, because I thought it'd be cool to have the actual gateway raised up high so that when you come and go to the Alfheim, you can see it in the distance and it's up there and it's a grand, glorious design. So I built this pyramid using dirt on the bottom because I've got so much from the quarry, and then stone bricks around the edge, stone brick steps, to make the pyramid. Now, there were a couple of extra things I wanted to add to this build. It needed a lot of decoration, so I used cobblestone walls to come away from these pillars that I've put between the day blooms, the fields of day blooms, and the actual pyramid in the middle. Now, those pillars are there because I want something to bounce the spreaders off. The spreaders are going to shoot from the day bloom fields to the pillars in the middle, and then the pillars are going to shoot all the way up to the gateway. So it's kind of like a nice chain of mana. I also wanted a pretty tree to border this area because it looks a bit flat and it looks a bit exposed to the sea. So I went around the edge and I put down a lot of sakura saplings behind the whole build. And then I built as well a nice pretty platform, a pretty design out of stone brick steps on the pyramid behind. So it kind of reaches up behind, and it's like this ornate kind of grabbing, kind of claw viney stone that just reaches up behind. And there's a gap in the middle that I can put a couple of blocks in. I'm not quite sure what yet, but I'm going to find a nice pretty block to put in the middle as a figure piece, as like a crowning jewel for our gateway to the Alfheim. Now, I think the gateway to the Alfheim isn't a multi-block structure. It doesn't become something once it's been built. So what I can do is decorate the outside of the gateway with some extra designs to make the thing look good. But we're pretty much done structurally now. I've put down the day blooms. I've put down the mana spreaders. So all that's to be done now is to go back in game, build the pieces I need for the gateway to Alfheim, put them in place, and get this ball rolling. So let's do it. Okay guys, so the Elven Gateway is all but ready. I've configured the mana spreaders now using my Wand of the Forest. All of these ones within the day blooms, they shoot to the pillars here, and the pillars are going to shoot to the mana pools that we're going to put here right in front of this big ornate design. We're going to put the gateway right here. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to get it up and running. Now, I've prepared a couple of things. Along the way, I've picked up the living wood. I've already got the gateway core from mixing terrasteel nuggets with living wood. I need to get some glowstone from inside the warehouse. And I also need... Oh, hey, it's Simon. Oh, right, yeah, we've got a big problem over at the quarry. Our warehouse is fully brimmed. It's at capacity. We need to do something about all the cobblestone we've got. We've got 70,000 cobblestone, and it's just taking up way too much space. So we need to fix that ASAP. But this episode, we're doing the Elven Gateway. Okay, glowstone dust, I'll take 32 of those, because we don't need too much. We need 3 glimmering living wood. I think that is at least, yeah, that's right, 3, sounds about right. So let's check the book, the Lexica Botania, and see where we are. 8 living wood blocks, 3 glimmering, and 1 Elven Gateway. 3, 12, and 1, that's more than enough. We need 2 mana pools, we've got those. What we don't have are Natura Pylons. How do we make a Natura Pylon? Well, there it is. We need an Eye of Ender, a Mana Pylon, and terrasteel nuggets. Well, we've got enough nuggets left over from the terrasteel ingot to make precisely 2. That's pretty cool, actually, and I think that the mod creator probably knew that. Eye of Ender is easy to make. We've got the blaze powder for that, so that shouldn't be a problem. But what will be a problem, maybe, is the Mana Pylon. A Mana Pylon is a Mana Diamond, 2 Mana Steel Ingots, and 2 gold. Actually, no, I think we've got all of this. Should be pretty easy. So, let's see. Where did I put the gold? It's not in my bag of holding. Is it in this chest? Well, no, I don't see any. I smelted some earlier, I know that much. Maybe there's some in the smeltery. Haven't checked this for a while, actually. No, there's some aluminium brass, some enderium. Great material, that. But no, I don't see any gold. I don't see any gold at all. Luckily, I do have the ore, though, so I'm just going to... Oh, no, it's raining. I'm going to put the ore inside these redstone furnaces and just get as much as I can as quick as possible. Aha! All right. We've got 2 gold here. Got 5 diamonds. Nice. Got loads of mana diamonds as well. I'll take the mana pearls, just in case. You can never be too careful. But we've also got a bunch of gold ore. Now I can turn that gold ore into bars, and that should make us the pylons that we need. Let's do it. Right, we shouldn't need to use too many of these furnaces. Let's just put 3 in there. 3 in there. So how many gold bars do we need in total? A mana pylon, 1, 2, 3, 4. We should only need 4, actually, so I can just leave that one in there and use the other 3. There's 3, and there's 2. 7 gold ingots. So is that going to be enough? Yeah, more than enough. Right, so let's make ourselves a mana pylon. We'll need mana steel ingots, mana diamonds. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2. And then gold ingots at the top and the bottom. There we go. 2 mana pylons. Sweet. I've already got the mana pools left over from where I broke up our crafting area near the agglomeration plate. All right, pretty sweet. This is all looking pretty good. Pretty excited about this. Wait, hang on a sec. What's a Gaea pylon? Oh, man, that sounds pretty crazy. Okay, so we need to turn these into Natura pylons. So we'll need Eye of Ender, where we have to turn... Where is it? I have some... I've got some blaze powder somewhere. Where did I put that stuff, though? Yeah, as you can see, it's situation critical over at the warehouse, because when we right-click on here, the filter is jam full. Trott's hitting as hard as he can, but there's no way. Not even Trott can jam enough items into this because we've got too much. 167,000 looks to be the actual cap for how much stuff we can get in here, forgetting the 55,000 limit. Maybe it's capped out at 55,000 and visually it won't go any higher. So we need to get away to get all of this cobblestone, which is pointless. We don't need it. And there's also dirt as well. Dirt, 10,000 dirt, which we don't need. Logs as well. We've got a lot of that. We just need to get that out of the warehouse and get it somewhere stored away separately. Now we need blaze powder. Oh, there it is. 2, just enough. Perfect. And we'll need some ender dust to get the pearls. Actually, I think I have some in my bag of holding. No, if I don't, I've got some in my pack anyway. Right, let's go and make these pylons. I think we've got everything we need as well to get to the gateway, get through the gateway to Alfheim. Oh, this is pretty exciting stuff. Right, so first up we'll make the Eyes of Ender. Don't want to confuse the blaze powder with the glowstone dust. So we put ender pearls with blaze powder. Bam! Eyes of Ender. Now to make the Natura pylon, we'll need Terra Steel ingots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll need Eyes of Ender down the bottom, and then, of course, the pylons in the middle. Bam, bam. Oh, there we go. 2 Natura pylons. So is that it? Is that everything? The Living Wood, and Gateway Core, Mana Pool and the Natura pylon. Let's take a look. That's it. That's everything. Right, okay, so now we place it. Make a frame of living wood. Can do. Oh, yeah, they're taking the hobbits to Isengard, but I don't care. I'm taking myself to Alfheim. Living wood. So we need, now this is the middle, so we need it on there and there. Now what can we use as a frame? Let me go and grab some dirt or something to just make a makeshift frame for us to build on. Actually, cobblestone should do fine. I know there's some in the warehouse. Okay, this is it. This is it, guys. Oh, man. So the cobblestone goes there. The living wood goes on top. And now it's glimmering living wood that goes here and goes over there. There we go. And now we put a living wood here. Cobblestone to get a bridge. That there. Another glimmering living wood. Hang on a sec. Let's double check the lexica. So yeah, this looks correct. Another glimmering living wood up top. Like that. Put the living wood here. The other living wood there. Now we just break off the cobblestone we don't need. We can decorate this portal later, because at the moment it does look a bit bare bones with the corners all kind of haphazard and askew. There we go. And now the Elven Gateway Core in the middle should complete the actual gateway. Bam! Oh, this thing looks beautiful. This is our gateway to Alfheim, guys. Now what we need to do is put down the, let's take a look, the mana pools. And they need to be, let's see, 2 down from the middle, and then 1, 2, 3 blocks down. So it's 1, 2. Is it? Hang on a sec. Let me reread this. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. So they go right in the corners, just as I planned for. So we put a mana pool. I think this is how it works, right? 1 there, and 1 there. Looks to be going okay so far. Place Natura pylons above the pools. Let's do it. Oh man, I'm getting nervous about this. I wonder what happens when we can open the gateway. Is something going to come through? Is like an entire army waiting for me to create this portal? Am I going to have to defend myself from Armageddon? Oh! Wait for it. Here it comes. Nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? To open the portal, right-click the core with a Wand of the Forest. The portal requires a substantial amount of mana deposited in both of the pools. All right, here we go. So I can do this. Let's just link up the portals. Right-click that. Right-click that. And there we go. It's fully fired up. And let's just watch it fill up this pool. Oh, yeah, nice. And now we do the same thing over here. Bip. Bop. There we go. The pool is full. But how much mana does it take to fire up the portal? Let's have a look. The portal requires a substantial amount of mana deposited in both the pools. After that, it'll slowly drain some to keep itself powered. If it runs out of mana, the connection will be broken. The amount of mana required to open up the portal is orders of magnitude higher than to keep it maintained. Right, so you need a big investment to start the portal, but once it's up, you can keep it up pretty easily with a minimal amount of mana. So closing the portal to prevent mana loss is a poor strategy. Right, so you want to keep the portal up as much as possible. Also, the link isn't strong enough to allow living beings to go through. Ooh, but items can. The amount of information about Alfheim stored in this lexicon is limited to this entry alone. Perhaps letting the elves have a look at it might prove beneficial. Perhaps they'd also return a good amount of knowledge of their mystical constructs. Right, so what that means basically is you throw the lexicon in, it comes out with more info. The elves teach you how to do all the cool stuff. Even though we're going to go over there and kill one of them and take the statue of Ranzovia's whatever head or arms or whatever part of her is over there. Even though we're going to go and raid them, they're still going to help us out. Actually, no, how are we going to raid them? Because it's not a separate dimension. Alfheim is not a separate dimension that we can get to, because living beings cannot survive going through the portal. So we're going to have to devise a way to get ourselves through the portal without being alive? I don't know. There must be a way for us to like store our essence inside something and then get through, kind of like riding a space shuttle into space to get through the atmosphere. Right, so this mana pool is looking pretty pitiful. This one too doesn't have much mana. Now mana's going up. You see, it's just like the spreader's getting lots of mana, and yeah, this spreader's getting like loads of mana from these day blooms. Not as much as our ones over here. So I guess the hydrogeneers that we've got, the ones that use water for power, are actually producing much more power than the day blooms. So I'll tell you what, guys, we can cheat the process because we have something special. We have a greater band of mana. What we can do is we can chuck this down onto a pool, and it should give us the mana that's stored inside it. So this is sparing mana to items. Perfect. So we just chuck it like that. Wait a while. Move away so we don't pick it up. Oh god, it's raining again. Let me go and sleep that off. I'll sleep off the rain while the mana ring is charging up. All right, back in business. Let's go and pick up our ring, which must be fully charged by now. Oh, no, it's not. Wow. Oh, yeah, right. I remember. This ring has been upgraded with Terra Steel, which means it can hold... Wow, this thing can hold even more. Oh, wow, look at this. What's going on here? Ah, so when you right-click on sparks, you can see where they're going to and from. That's cool. Now, I've heard that the elves... Oh, look at this mana spreader spinning round. I've heard that the elves know a little bit more about sparks. So when I throw my book through, I can get some information on it. What I'll do is I'll just chuck my ring on different pools now, so that I can get loads and loads and loads of mana inside it. Okay, that's it. The greater band of mana now is full with mana. We can go over to our mana pools over here and inject some mana inside them. Now, the mana from the day blooms, fingers crossed, should be enough to maintain the portal. If it's not, I might have to do some rethinking about how I'm going to power these. Yeah, fingers crossed. Right, so it's accepting mana from items. That means we can chuck this on top. Whoops, just missed. Chuck it on top, and it should suck some mana out. There we go. Let's just watch it fill up. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, one pool is 100% filled. Let's just chuck this over here and fill the other one. Now I think a greater band of mana, it looks like it can hold roughly one, or maybe two full mana pools worth of mana. But I wonder if you can upgrade it even further with Elven knowledge. Let's find out. Oh yeah, and you can see this mana pool going up as well. Oh, this is going to be great. All right, 2 fully powered up mana pools. All we have to do now is right-click with the Wand of the Forest on the gateway core. Are you guys ready? I don't know what's going to come through. I feel like I should get my sword ready, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to come through. Boom! World calling. Yes! It's alive! The portal's open! I'm going through! Oh, wait, I can't go through. Actually, hang on a sec. If I go through, will I die? No, it just won't let me go through. Oh, that's a shame. I thought it'd be cool. Like, it would try and send you through, but then you just die and lose all your stuff in limbo. That'd be cool. All right, well, there it is. It's open. Let's monitor the mana pool and see how far this goes down. Actually, wait, hang on. Look. That used up hardly any mana to kickstart the process. I don't think the mana is going to be an issue at all for our setup here, but There's one thing more we have to do. Let's just put our bauble back on. There's one more thing we have to do, and that is to fill up our lexica with elven knowledge. It's gone through. Did it? Oh, it fell out the other side. Damn it. Oh, it didn't work. Or did it? Oh! They put something in! A message from the Elven Guard. What's this? Greetings! We noticed that our portal was open via a link from the other world. That's rather shocking news indeed. We thank you very much for providing us with a repository of knowledge from your world, as to keep us up to date to what happened since we left it. Oh, they left! Oh, and yeah, and of course, one of them took the piece of that goddess. It's been a while since then. It's good to see that it's been doing well. Oh, yeah. After some discussion with the High Council of Elven Guard, we have decided to cooperate with you. You see, reading through your Lexicon Britannia has shown us a good amount of resources from your world that we would be extremely keen as to get our hands on. Uh-oh. Are they going to come through and invade and take our stuff? As these are non-existent in our lands. The link you have managed to establish is rather weak. No living beings will be able to go through, as you already know. Yeah, I tried to go through. However, there's a positive side to this. The link strikes the fabric of time of both our worlds in a way where it doesn't keep them in sync. That's the reason why you received your book back so quickly. Oh, right, okay. When it comes to mana and other magical energies, we are plenty stocked on them. Yeah, cool. I guess elves. So worry not about the portal closing on our end. Let's put this in prospect. In order for the advance of both our civilizations, we vow to accept a given set of resources from your world we lack in ours, in exchange for resources you lack in yours. We have taken the liberty of assigning our best scribes to put together a great set of knowledge. Blah, blah, blah. We hope you find it enlightening. Last but not least, do keep in mind that if you decide to send something we have not vouched to trade for, we will assume it as a gift. And keep it for ourselves. Oh, wow. Does that work for trash as well? Can I just send them all my 70,000 cobblestone? Can I bury them in cobblestone? Just as a forewarning, we look forward to exchanging resources with you. Best regards, the High Council of Elven Guard. Nice! Oh, and look at this. We've got all kinds of new information. The Ritual of Gaea, Elven Lore, The Shattering, and the Ritual of Gaea 2, the Relics of Aesir. What is it? The Relic of Aesir. The Ritual of Gaea is a procedure often enacted only by elves. It's the only way to acquire Gaia spirits. Oh, and if I remember rightly, I need the Gaia spirits for a flying ring. And what do I need for that? Elementium? What even is that? A Gaia Pylon? Oh my god, this looks so cool. Uh-oh, good preparation is required, as the fight with the Guardian of Gaia can be even harder than that of the Wither. Holy crap. Alright guys, well I have a goal now. I'm gonna parlay with the elves, trade with them, and see if I can get my hands on a nice awesome set of Elementium armor. Actually, no, hang on a sec. I think the Purple Knight had a full set of Elementium armor. I didn't know it was that rare. That's pretty cool, actually. But what I can do is, I can trade with the elves, get what I need to summon the Guardian of Gaia, then create my flying ring, and then at last I'll be able to create my fortress, my giant castle, and I can finally start thinking about truly ruling the world. I've been Sjin, and this has been Rule the World. This episode, we built the Elven Gateway, and I know it was a pretty big episode. So next episode, we'll think about fighting the Guardian of Gaia. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for some more Rule the World action. Take care. Oh yeah, the Executionator.